excuse me, take a comfortable seat, close your eyes, lift long through the spine, and allow your pelvic floor to be wide. So if you notice your seat feels kind of tucked and scooped, use your hands, whatever you have, maybe a blanket below your pelvis to help widen. Yeah, just like that. Next page, Joel. Cool. So you can let the ring or the pointer finger and the thumbs connect. You can take the hands onto the lap and start to breathe a little deeper. And you just connect to this universal energy, the space that's inside all of us that is experiencing so much of the same right now. And just recognizing through the hour that we're not alone. That we are organic, dynamic creatures, humans. We're always changing and growing and evolving. And this practice helps us to build that resilience and that strength throughout our whole lives. I invite you to set an intention for your practice this morning. One word or a short phrase that brings you into the value, the purposefulness beyond the physical, but the energetic quality of having this time for yourself, 60 minutes focused on you. And then hold that intention deep in the heart. Even as you bring your hands to your heart center, allow your elbows to widen a bit so the ribs can widen and the heart can lift upward on all sides. And as the heart lifts, let the head come down, sealing your intention, again, deep into the heart. And from here, interlace your fingers, keep bowing forward, press your palms towards the front of your space, bow, tuck and curl. Then inhale, lift the arms up, go overhead, full stretch. And we'll go side to side a couple times. So exhale, go to one side, either side works. Inhale, come back to the center, and as you exhale, go to the other side. And start to lift, do it a couple more times at your own timing, your own breath. And lift from the bottom of the ribs. So you think of T12, the base of the ribs, the bottommost rib there is floating, and you're trying to lift it off your hips. Go ahead, inhale, come back to center, make your way to all fours as you release your hands. Position yourself on the hands and on the knees. Hi, Allie. Nice to see you. Cat-cow, start to stretch your body. Inhale, open up the belly, tip the tailbone and the crown of your head up. And exhale, opposite, let the belly and body round down and in, scooping the belly in low. And continue at your own pace. Inhale to open and exhale to round. Yeah, and then add a little added movement of your own. You might tip the head, roll the neck out, shift the hips left to right. Go way back with the hips towards the heels. Yeah, okay, let's get the core warmed up. We're going to do a good amount of core today. So left leg straight back, flex your foot. Right arm straight forward, stretch your arm, inhale big, and as you exhale, round it in, bring your elbow and your knee to tap below you. Big breath, good, inhale, reach out again, and exhale, tuck and curl. On your own, about 3 more sets of that. Change my angle just a little bit here. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, tuck and curl. Last inhale, full stretch. Now try to go a little higher, warm up your low back. And exhale, bring everything back to the ground. Shake it out a little bit before we go to the other side. Cool, right leg back, stretch your foot. Inhale, left. Forward, in, up. Inhale, re-extend, open long. Big exhale, tuck and curl on your own, at your own pace. Really go with your breath. Even let the breath come just a little bit sooner than the movement. That way you can ensure you're really letting the body move and pump it's at a natural rhythm. Next time we're open, we'll stay there. We'll lift a little higher, warm up your back. And exhale back to the ground, shake it out. And then tuck your toes, lift your hips. Let's get going. Downward facing dog, arch the tailbone high, pedal out your feet. You push one heel down and then the other. Keep a firm grip with your fingertips, so the hands want to be steady and stable for your shoulders, especially when we start to get to plank pose and the chaturanga in a little bit. Cool, then just take tiny steps, so it's a hamstring stretch, little tiny steps towards your hands. Like a little toy soldier, just little. Every step, pushing the heel low. Eventually you're in a forward fold. Let's go wide feet, hold your elbows, ragdoll, warm up the lumbar, allow your head to dangle. Maybe even shake it out a little bit. Yeah, and it's tricky, right? When we're under a lot of stress or under a lot of big change, the body forgets its natural rhythm, right? So it can be, there's gonna be these moments in the class where there might be a disconnect. So think of it like this really organic way to come back to your natural flow state. Bring your hands onto your shins, you guys. Stretch up halfway, arching the back, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, rise up, take a stand, raise the arms above your head, take a full long stretch. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Good. Inhale, arms out and up, sun salutation. Reach the arms up high. And exhale, hinge at your hips to forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, plank. Hands to the earth, step if you're ready, hop back. Next, inhale, pull heart forward a little bit. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. You can always use your knees if you like. Inhale, upward facing dog, stretch the belly, open your chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog, push the hips up and back. Good, take a handful of breaths here. Fill up on the inhale so deeply. Empty out on the exhale all the way. And again, finding that natural rhythm, right? It's like that nice feeling when we gaze at the ocean, we just see the natural ebb and flow, the high and the low. And we get to see that in our own practice. Nice, on your inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, step or float to the hands. The feet could be more narrow now if you prefer that. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, big breath, rise up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Cool, let's do it again. Inhale, arms up, little back bend. Safe for you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Halfway. Exhale, step or hop back to your plank pose and take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take 5 full deep breaths. Stay long on the inhale. Don't cut yourself short on that part of the breath. Nice and long on the exhale, all the way out. Intentional exaggeration of every part of you. One more breath here. Nice, you guys inhale, lift your heels up high. Bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your yoga mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Let's start to warm it up. Chair pose, bend your knees, raise your arms up. Take 5 breaths. Let the soften down by your sides. Roll your shoulders a couple times, go forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And one more time, forward, up, back, and down. Cool. Again, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Just hinge at the hips, touch down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, step or hop back. Move with your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, bend your knee. Do some palms and circles with the knee in your own way. There's a flow you can find of your own. Let's hold it, you guys. I'm going to have us all hold it here. Elbow, engage the core for 3. We'll do the left elbow. We're going to hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Crescent lunge. Exhale, glide your right foot in between your hands. Inhale, swoop the arms up to the ceiling. Cool. Adjust the hips. You might even touch them with your hands just to self-adjust. Be your own yoga teacher. Hips are square, hips get low, and the arms go high. Couple breaths. Make sure that back heel is pretty lifted. You can't see mine because of my cap, but there's a big stretch of the toes. And warrior 2, spin yourself out to the side. External rotation occurs in the front leg, and the back leg is solid and strong. Widen the arms, try to broaden your chest, left and right. And then reverse it, right palm up, reach up and back. Take some big full breaths into the right side of your ribs. Inhale big and feel hands to the earth. One-legged. Sorry about that. I think mine cut out, but here I am back. Sometimes my internet is a little bit spotty. I'm gonna see if I can fix it for us right now, but keep moving. You're in downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up, bend the left knee, and similar to before, start to pump and move. Yeah, circle around, keep the flow of the breath. Yeah, maybe roll the ankle too. I think we're good right now. If it does pop out again, you guys just stay with me. I'll come right back. I have a couple other troubleshooting solutions, so don't leave me. I'm here for you. Cool. Exhale, left knee and left elbow. We're going to hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, re-extend your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right elbow, tap. Let's hold it for a count of 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, crescent. Place your left foot between your hands. Inhale, lift your arms up. And again, a little hip check. Just bring the hands to the hips for a moment. Adjust right hip a bit more forward if it felt a little off. And then go big. Sit deep, and that right heel is lifted high. You could think of it like your heel is stacked over the ball of your foot. Give a good stretch to the foot. You go warrior 2, spin out the arms to a T shape, adjust the back foot, and expand. Not only the left arm, but think of that back arm as well. Tone the arms. It's like you're pushing down into 2 really tall countertops. And then left palm up, reverse your warrior, arch and lift up through the left side. Again, even think of the bottom part of your ribs lifting, not just the top. If we just lift the top, we can tend to get overuse of the neck, and our neck gets strained. So really get into the guts, let those lift. Inhale one more time. And let's flow. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the earth. Step the left leg, one-legged chaturanga is my challenge for you. If you don't want it, put the foot down. Inhale, up dog, both feet on the ground to support the low back. Exhale, downward dog. Take a few breaths. So you guys, big breaths in. And then do open mouth exhales this time. Let it all out. Couple more, you can go at your own pace. Big breath in. Big breath in. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to forward bend. Chair pose, bend your knees, sweep the arms forward and up. We're gonna stay again, 5 breaths. Optional challenge, hover the heels up. The higher they go, the more the challenge. The higher the heels go, right, there's less connection to the earth. Less connection to the tissues at the bottoms of the feet. Sit down a little deeper, 3. Keep breathing, 2. And then mountain pose, the arms land down as the heels go to the earth. And right away, we'll go right leg into the air, just a square leg. And arms up to cactus. Press your elbows forward a little bit. Let the heart lift and do a baby back bend practice. So I love baby back bends on one leg because you really have to tap into what spinal muscles are doing your back bend. You can't collapse. It's really hard to collapse. Imagine you're rock climbing. How fun would that be? And you're holding on to some holds and you're lifting your ribs up. Then there's an arcing back. Lifting the ribs up, then an arcing back. Warrior 3 from here, hinge at the hips, right leg back. Optional arms, hands to the heart. That's a little simpler. Otherwise, reach the arms out in front of you. Or if you want something kind of in between, you can do a cactus variation of the arms. We're here for 3, 2, standing splits, touch down to the earth. Now try this, take the right leg up and down a few times, right? Just tap the right big toe on the earth, square the hips as you do that part, and then keep the hips square as you go up. Do it like 3 or 4 times until we hold it for a little bit. I find that really helps in ensuring we don't go to half moon in the hips here, but we really want to work the splits. Yeah. Good, you guys. Now hold the left ankle with the left hand, keep the right leg up there, and bend a little deeper. Maybe both hands come to the ankle if you want to really work a challenge. Stay with it for 3, for 2. The release is a forward fold. So just bend that right knee, place the foot next to the left leg, and shake it out. Chair pose, bend your knees, lift the arms up. Utkatasana. Holding here. Optionally elevate the toes, or excuse me, elevate the heels, I meant to say. The higher you go, the more of a challenge. Breathe. Find the stillness, even in the maybe wobbliness or wiggliness of the pose. 2. Mountain pose, arms release, stand up tall, take a full breath in. And again, a cleansing breath, let it all out. Lift the left leg up, bend the knee to a square. One-legged back bend practice. You don't have to go very far to find success. Go cactus. Work your elbows a little bit forward. Lift the chest up high. Again, think rock climbing arms, pulling yourself up and then going back. Keep the core engaged. It's kind of tricky. You have to keep the core engaged, but it's not like a crunch. It's long and strong core. It's like a tapering or a pulling apart, much like a Chinese finger trap, right? That tensegrity. Then warrior 3, hinge at your hips. Reach the arms, either hands to the heart. That's a little simpler. Cactus is pretty cool. Or full reach for the most intensity. And we're here together. We're in it together for 3, 2. Let me work on our splits, touch the ground. If you have yoga blocks, you could use those too, by the way. Let's just go down and up with the left leg. When it goes down, that'll be a good place to square the hips. And then try to keep them square as the left leg lifts. So what it'll feel like is you can't go as high. It's going to feel restrictive. But when there are restrictions, sometimes we can find more freedom. Just like when there's more rooting of the legs, when we're steadier in our foundation and our feet, we find more space in the upper body and the ribs. Then next time you're up, let's hold it, standing splits. Right hand to the ankle. Work that, nose towards the leg. Maybe both hands come to the ankle. It's also really helpful to keep your attention in this leg that's in the air, the foot. You might spread the toes or flex the ankle. That way there's steadiness versus a sleeping leg. And our release is a forward fold, so you just bend the left knee, position it near the right, and take a moment to shake it out. Very brief moment before, again, chair pose. Bend the knees, lift the arms up. Sit way, way back. We're here again. Take a few breaths, maybe hover the heels. Sit way deep. Arms lift. Avoid kinking up your neck. You got it. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Mountain pose. Again, pause and take a deep cleansing breath. Full inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. Sun salute, inhale, sweep your arms up high. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Chaturanga flow, otherwise you can always just step back to your downward facing dog. Upward to downward. Here we go, lift your right leg, bend your knee, open up the hip. Exhale, knee to the right elbow, hold for 3, hold for 2. And 1, inhale, right leg extends, just go straight up high. Tap the left elbow, hold it for 3, 2. And 1, inhale, right leg up high. Crescent lunge, again, we're gonna add on to our flow. Place the foot, inhale, lift the arms, just 1 breath. And then we'll go to warrior 2, exhaling. Inhale, reverse your warrior, go really big on the right side. Now triangle pose, so at the same time, straighten your leg. Bring the arms through center, right hand either to a yoga block. A Nalgene bottle works well if you don't have a yoga block, using a big water bottle. Otherwise, maybe the ankle, or some of you might touch the floor, but don't force it. Look for spinal extension, so it's like the crown of your head is moving forward in space versus down. And the right side body feels long. Root through the legs, 1 more breath here. And please stand on up. You can put the left hand on the hip first, rise up to vertical. Rotate your toes so they're parallel to the long edge of your mat. And I'm going to turn around just so I can talk to you guys, but you guys stay. Inhale, lift, lift the heart, open the lungs. Exhale, hinge at your hips for a nice forward fold. Now touch down to the earth, yoga blocks, whatever you need. Shake it out for a moment. Cool. Little core series here. So from here, you guys start to walk forward in your space. Hopefully you have a little space in front of you. Go as far as you can towards a plank pose. If you need to readjust in your space, you could do that. Good. And then walk back to where you were. We'll do that twice more. As you go there, you guys want you to really engage your core. Core stabilizes as you work on your crawl. Also notice the fingers, they keep gripping. The way the hands touch the ground is so important in our practice, right? The way we grip, the way we hold ourselves, the foundation of the hands, just as important as our foundational feet. Cool. That's about 3 there. Turn the heels in, bend your knees, goddess pose, rise up to cactus. Get low, friends, get low. And then arc over to the right. Let's actually put the hands behind the ears, the fingertips behind the ears. Inhale, center, arc to your left. And keep going, a few more rounds. Lift and arc. Lift and arc, go at your own pace and try to sync it up. I know it's kind of just basic core work. We get into the flow of it. The breath to movement helps us find that oceanic-like flow in our body again. Reduces stress, stimulates digestion and release of toxins and lymph, the lymph nodes. Keep it up. And then we'll stand up for star pose, raise the arms, stretch your legs out, go super, super big. Exhale, put the hands on the hips, hinge one more time to a fold, just so you can walk over to the right foot and take your chaturanga flow. Nice and fluid, back into our sequence. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath, full inhale, full exhale. And lift the left leg up, hip roll, open the hips up. You got it, left knee, left elbow, hold it. 3, 2, 1, inhale, left leg straightens up. Exhale, twist to the right elbow, hold there for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, left leg up high. Exhale, crescent lunge. We go breath to movement to start. Inhale, raise the arms high. Exhale, open out warrior 2, sink the breath. Inhale, open the left lungs, reverse warrior. And then triangle pose, 2 things happen at once. The arms re-extend and the left leg extends. And you glide your way down. Yeah, open the chest. Make sure that left side doesn't feel collapsed. Whatever you have to do to support the left hand to build a situation of space or an environment of space. Nice, everybody. Let's put the right hand on the right hip. Inhale, stand all the way back up. Again, let's turn the feet to the long edge of the mat. We'll do a bind this time behind the back. So if binding behind your back with interlaced fingers is too much, you can grab a towel, a handkerchief, face mask, and pull the shoulders like so, and then hinge your hips and forward fold. You might bend your knees to get down there. That's okay. You have tight hips, no worries. And work the hands up and away from the tailbone as far as you can go. Be thoughtful of the elbows. It's really easy to hyper lock, even if you're not a hyperextending type of person. So soft little bend. You'll notice there will be more muscle tone in the shoulder girdle, which is good. We want that. The scapulae squeezing together. It's your rhomboid muscles activating there versus just going locked joints for a stretch. A little more worth, a little safer. Bring the hands to the ground, shake out your shoulders. Let's play with some skandasana. So turn the toes out again, bend over into the right knee, let the left ball of the foot lift. Sit deep, the hands are here to support you, especially sensitive knees. Go side to side a few times. Now, as you're transitioning, when the leg is straight and you're starting to go, think of it like a heel hook when you climb. Drag your heel towards your buns and you'll get a lot more power in the back side of your body. You can transition off. Also, if the knees are okay with it, try no hands. The hands can just come to the heart or wherever you like. And as you go, really working that uplift or that heel hook action, start to really turn on the buns, turn on the hamstrings. And we start to get what we would call more of a uniform tone of the legs. A lot of us are quadricep dominant, so this can really help to make up for that. All right, it's time to inverse. If you want to go to a wall, you can. We're going to stay in a deep squat. Get your hands on the ground, grip the floor, just like plank pose. Hover the heels. Now, you don't even have to jump. You can just do this, kind of go back and forth, like you might jump. Or you do little mini hops. Like, I don't really want a handstand, Sarah, but maybe you want to work towards a little more confidence. Just hop the feet like an inch or 2 off the earth. Otherwise, big hop, frog. Frog handstand doesn't have to be held long. Yeah, nice, Kyle, I love it. Tone the belly, and as you get higher in it, you really want to keep the hips open. That's what creates balance and lightness. Cool, that's probably enough of those. Let's do our chaturanga. Walk over to the left foot, front of the space. Make your own journey, feet to the back. Take a Vinyasa Flow. Don't be shy to use your knees if you need a little added support this time after jumping. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath. And then step or jump through a seat directly to boat pose. So make it kind of quick, however you transition. If you can jump through your legs, cool. I can't. Legs up. Hold the backs of the knees initially to help lift through the chest. Yeah. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the knees together, tone the low guts. Stay here with support, especially if you have a low back issue that you don't want to trigger. Okay, this is still really good. Otherwise, we're going to reach out. And then I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes. Close your eyes and don't be afraid to get into that place where it feels weak and it feels unknown and it feels scary, right? It's gut building, as much physical to have a good strong core, but energetics, right? Can I speak from my gut? Can I speak from my core? Can I hold value to this deep, wholehearted, whole, full place inside of me? A little more challenge if you wish. Extend the legs. We'll take about 3 more deep breaths. Might help to spread your toes. Again, active feet in the air is really, really helpful for creating more of a stable practice. Sweet. Chaturanga flow. So you're going to cross your legs, roll over in the best way you can find possible. Step or jump back. I'm going to step back and take your Vinyasa flow. Inhale upward. Exhale downward. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bend the knee. Let's go open to wild thing. If you want, you can stay here. Otherwise, tap the right foot behind you. Twist and open the belly. Yeah, take a full stretch. You can pulse it a little bit, sit low, and then reach high. Really good. We'll go directly into our flow this time. We'll skip those core work. So come back to center, crescent lunge, step through. Inhale, lift the arms up high. And again, warrior 2. Reversed warrior, right palm lifts. And we're gonna launch into half moon here. So you're gonna go right into it. Right hand comes to the earth, away from the right foot. Hover the left leg, lift the left arm. Yeah, left leg is straight back. Again, left foot's active. If you want a little more, right hand to the heart, like a half prayer. Spread the toes of the left foot. Reach through the left arm. Yeah. One more breath. We're going to return to warrior 2, okay? So you got to bend the right knee a lot. Step way back, reverse warrior again. Take a full lift. To side angle pose. So you're going to put your right elbow on your right leg, left arm across the head, or across the ear. Otherwise, maybe go a bit deeper. We're all pretty warm, I think, so might be ready for hand to the earth. Yeah. Twist and open the chest to the sky. Runner's lunge. So as you swivel down, don't step back yet. Bring the left knee to the earth and widen out your stance. So put the right foot a little more to the edge of the yoga mat. Let me adjust my camera to cinch. Right foot a little more to the right. Left knee could even scooch more back, depending on your flexibility. Elbows to either a block or the floor. If you don't have a block, maybe you have a big book or something to put your elbows on. Take 5 breaths. Groovy. From here, we'll go half split, so safely rise yourself up. Return the right foot more central on your mat. Flex the right toes. The hips are above the knee. Try not to go too far back like that. You get a little more out of being higher. You can flex the foot, dig the heel down and drag it towards you so you'll feel the tonus up the leg. If you have a deeper split you want to play with that you can safely do without me guiding you, please feel free to go a little more open if you want to work on your Hanumanasana. Otherwise, stay here. Half split, something really nice to do as well, since you have 3 hamstrings, not just one, is to work with a little internal and external rotation of the hips. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. You kind of widen your butt to the right and widen it to the left. So kind of like you have a skirt on and you're slow motion swooshing it side to side. The internal rotation is when your butt's open. External rotation is when the knee points and foot point out. Cool. Returning to the lunge briefly, just so we can step back and take a chaturanga flow. I challenge you to do one-legged if you wish. Right leg in the air, otherwise both feet. Inhale, up dog, have both feet down for up dog. We want to support your back. Exhale, downward facing dog. One full, big, exaggerated breath. Inhale, lift the left leg, open it. Hip roll, you just open it as much as you like. Otherwise, maybe wild thing. You touch behind the ground, behind you on the ground, off the mat, and you'll lift. You can just stay there, or you can pump it. You go low like a squat, and then long in the belly. Low in the squat, long in the belly. Cool, all the way through to Crescent Lunge, bypassing the core work there. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, Reverse Warrior, get ready for launch. Here we go, step off the right foot as the left foot lands. Right foot flexed, right arm to sky, engage your core. Now think about this time, this is kind of cool. Even though your legs are split, imagine you had a thigh master. So there is this internal hugging. So not all the pressure is in the right hip. You're looking for a uniform tone of the leg, it's active. Left hand might come to the heart, and we're here for 4 more breaths. Stretch through the spine. 2. Warrior Two, so big bend to the front knee, gotta go way back with the right foot. Inhale, reverse your warrior, again, go big in the body. Express yourself, exhale, hand or elbow to the leg, extended side angle. Right arm goes across your ear. Alternatively, a little deeper if you wish, touch the ground. As a little twist, heart opening to the sky, challenging yourself to find more space. Breathing deep. Yeah, really good. 1 more full breath here. And we'll go to the floor for that more relaxing posture. So spin the right heel up, put the knee down. Make it wider, left foot out to the side of the mat and maybe even more forward, or the right knee could scooch back. Lower the elbows to the floor if you have that range of motion, otherwise give yourself something a little higher to put the elbows on. Or if you really don't have anything to put your elbows on, stay on the hands, okay? That works too. Additionally, if the right knee is really unhappy, depending on your flooring or surface, you can always grab a towel, blanket to cushion the knee. And then you find that radiance inside, that resilient side of you that, you know, there's times, again, it's like the ocean, right? There's a flow to it. Like early morning ocean is serene. There's a flatness to it. There's a calmness, right? And then in the storm, there's the opposite. And we're just the same. We're a part of that natural. We have times of steadiness, and then we have times of intensity, and we learn to acknowledge it and notice it, and it's okay. Let's do our half splits. Again, you can practice a deeper split if that's really safe for you without a yoga teacher there. Otherwise, narrow the foot back in so it's more straight out in front of you. Flex it, and then just adjust the hips as square as you can. Yeah, inhale, you can lengthen. Exhale, maybe hinge a little deeper. Again, make it active so you're not just locking your knee and going as far as you can. Think of a little tiny micro knee bend, micro. And pull back on the heel so that the gluteal muscles feel like they're actually opening versus scooping down, right? And also swooshing your skirt, or sometimes I call it wagging your tail. but we'll make it more about, you know, this inner and external rotation. We will get all the hamstrings touched. Move with your breath. Move with the breath. It's there for you. Cool. So return to a lunge just briefly. It's our transition to take a chaturanga. Place the hands, step back. One-legged, I challenge you to, should you choose. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down facing dog. Take a breath. All right, lift your heels. Bend your knees, step or hop to the hands. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Chair pose, bend the knees, raise the arms, just 3 breaths. Maybe lift your heels if you were enjoying how that challenged you. Mountain pose, rise up. All right, shake it out a little bit. I'm going to show you this next series. You can use a wall if you need. It's going to get a little cardio into your yoga. think you guys can see me okay. So it's gonna incorporate some more of that hopping. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna hop in the air 2 times just to get out of your head. And notice when you hop, your hips are really rooted. Then you're gonna practice hopping 1 time on the hands. Up. 1 more time, I'll show. Hop, hop, hop. Ready? Stand. And get ready to jump. Pause in that shape. Get ready to jump and notice. Right, to jump, you're not scooped under. There's power. Go for it. 2 hops, hands down, 1 hop. If you're a little fearful, use a wall. If you don't have a wall, maybe just take a small hop. Yeah. 2 jumps in the air, 1 jump on the hands. 2 jumps in the air. Yeah, Twee. Good, Kyle. 1 on the hands. Big burn. 1 on the hands. Yeah, it just builds resilience, right? To get into that little place of unknown. Nice. When ready, when you've had enough of those, deep squat, turn the toes out. Malasana posture we'll go to next. Enjoying the benefits of all that heat. Hands to the heart, sit deep. If the heels want to lift up, that's okay. Just try to get them low. If you're able to do this pose with your heels down and no hip pain, please do so. Create some resistance here so the elbows are actually actively pushing out and the knees are actively pushing in. And what you'll notice is more tone on the inner thighs, which tends to be a place of a little weakness for many of us, a good place to work the effort. Okay. From here, a little crow pose, so you can place your hands. Lift the hips up. I like to bring my feet closer together. For me, give me better balance. Knees shell above the elbows as high as you can on your triceps, lean forward. You don't even have to lift your feet. Just work strong arms. Maybe lift the feet, and then try hopping to your chaturanga. Mine was not the best example, but it was pretty close. All right, cool. We'll come to plank pose. We'll lower down to our belly. Point your feet. Put your hands like 2 pancakes on top of each other below your forehead, okay? Exhale. And then inhale, lift the whole upper body up. Exhale to come back down. Do it a few times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up and down. So you'll feel the low lumbar. Yeah, it's kind of like doing crunches, but instead of for your core on the front, it's for your core on the back. Try to soften your jaw. And again, getting into really feeling the spinal muscles. Feeling what's back there, right? We sit so often, even when we look in the mirror, we're so used to looking at our front body. So physically engaging the back bodies is our way of seeing the back. Cool. Next time you come down, turn make a pillow with your hands so the head can be straight down. Then we'll lift the legs, go right and then left. Right leg up, right leg down. Inhale, left leg up, left leg down. Yeah, keep switching off. And as you're going, think about this. As you're lifting the leg, try not to use the other leg as leverage, right? Just effort with the leg that's lifting. So there's more of the emphasis of back body to lift the leg versus the opposite leg doing the work by trying to pressure it up, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then additionally, as each leg lifts, try to make it longer. Like you're trying to stretch yourself into a higher level of height after yoga. All right, now we'll do some all together. So cactus the arms, lift the chest a little bit, and then inhale, lift everything up. Arms, chest, legs. Exhale, lower back down. A few repetitions on your own. If you want to level up, hold it here. Hold it up. Continue with repetitions or holding, your choice. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and relax. Brief little break before I offer another one. Take a breath. Let the belly get full. Really cool. Come back up. Inhale. We're all going to stay up and we're going to arc side to side. So think obliques. Arc right, arc left. Arc right, arc left. Zip the legs up. Try to get them as close together as you can. Pending your mobility, big toes might touch. Side to side. Try not to overuse your neck. It's really easy to do in these kinds of shapes. Soften that jaw, soften the neck, use the core, use your whole back body. Here for 3, 2, and a brief little break. Come on down, take a big breath. Well, friends, place the hands. We're going to come back up, plank pose or all fours, whichever is easier for you, into your downward facing dog. Downward dog. And we'll lower the knees, and I'm just going to demonstrate one more little inversion practice we'll do. Again, you can always use a wall. Otherwise, it's a switch kick situation. So from dog, you'll come about 1/3 of the way in. You'll do a splits with one leg. You'll bend the bottom. You'll kick, switch, and land as lightly as you can. Bend, kick, switch. Go for it, you guys. When you're ready, kick, switch, kick, switch. If you're a little timid, put yourself near a wall, or just don't kick super high and you're just building strength, and it's great. Your head is below your heart, you're inverted, whether or not you're actually sticking a handstand or not. Keep the grip of the hands, stay with the breath. And if you feel like you're kind of getting there, at the top, you can kind of hold the splits a little bit. Get a little air time. Not worried about having to take the legs all the way together. Sweet, all right, come on down to the knees. I see fatigue. Have a seat all the way on your buns. Face the long edge of your yoga mat. Stretch the legs out into a V. Use your hands, untuck your booty. Get some space to sit on. Hands to the legs, toes up, chest up, crown of the head up. Inhale, big. Exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands out. Try not to let the toes turn with you, but keep the hips really rooting behind you. If you just come forward with the hands, if you're not super mobile here, it's okay. Hang where you need to. It's nice to add the knowledge of half lift here, and Ardha Uttanasana. So every so often taking a little half lift, not coming up all the way, just lengthening a little bit of the spine, opening the pelvic floor. And then as you exhale, let yourself probably find a little more space. Add those in whenever you like. And we'll inhale, friends, slowly make your way up. Hold underneath your knees to come out of the safest. Turn to face the front of your space. We'll slowly curl our way down to our backs. We'll make it a core exercise. So stretch your legs straight out in front of you. Arms out in front of you like you're a zombie. Tuck your tail this time. And slowly descend. Try not to lift your feet. Your feet will inevitably drag towards you. Right, so that's normal. Go as slow as you can. I won't count. I want you to just challenge yourself. Eventually we'll all be laying down. I won't count because it's too hard to count. Bend the knees in. Pull the knees in towards you and roll on your back a little bit. Go side to side, maybe make some circles. Open the knees, close the knees. And the supine twist, so let the left leg go foot to the floor. Scoot your hips a little to the right, then lengthen the left leg all the way, and then cross your body. Open the right arm out to the side like a big long wing. And take 5 deep breaths. 4, 3, 2. Last breath here. Inhale, journey back to center. Readjust your hips. Scooch them a little bit to the other side of the mat, to the left. Then pull the left knee in. Yeah, nice like that, Kyle. Pull the left knee in, cross your body. And of course, repeat the same thing on the other side, opening the arm. And being sensitive to differences your body might feel. We're not specifically necessarily equal on both sides. So noticing, listening. What What's the body maybe wanting to tell you? Or can there be a deeper release, a letting go? Last breath here. Take your time, make your way back to your center. Give yourself a final happy baby, or honestly, any posture that would feel really good here to prep you for some good rest. Yeah, freedom to do you. You do you. When you feel ready for Shavasana, find the shape, opening legs, opening arms, and I invite you, if you have something to place over your eyes, over your belly, anything that gives weight and comfort, right? Please take a moment to do that for yourself. The nervous system gets such a sweet space here to unplug, to practice healthy digestion. The organs, when you're in this parasympathetic state, your organs start to heal themselves. The whole nervous system, it's a deep place of healing. It's an important shape to take and a practice to have of relaxation, of letting go. Let go of the breath, let go of your jaw tension. Let go of the need to be plugged in to the external world, and invite a sweet sensitivity to your internal world. Thank you for being here today. I leave you here in Shavasana so that you may rest longer, even take a much needed nap. No rush to hop up and turn off your device. Stay as long as you need. Thank you for being here today. I look forward to seeing you in the next class. Namaste.